Charlene O'Banion, a prison officer being accused of sleeping with an inmate.
You felt me, I was like sucking through my clothes.
After
What?
hearing rumors from fellow officers who saw her together with Jason Parker, an investigation was launched. Charlene believes she went unnoticed and escaped any consequences.
Oh, nah, they seen you.
But she's unaware that the detectives possess all the evidence they need.
Oh, nah.
And they are about to reveal and shame her in the harshest manner imaginable.
How dumb can you be?
Super dumb.
How dumb can you be?
Especially inside a jail. They're recording almost everywhere.
They observe you. They have to watch to make sure that their facility is actually being used the way it should be
There's
used.
camera everywhere, bitch. And the fact that you worked there, you couldn't figure out where to hide from the cameras. You're getting recorded on calls. You know they record the jail calls, right? So if you call an inmate, they call you, rather, you're gonna have to, it's gonna be recorded.
Yeah.
Where would you possibly, she on the phone talking to this person, and they're in jail.
Abusive ward.
Yeah, definitely abusive ward. Unless they got a cell phone in there or something. But how do you know they won't use that shit against you later?
Right.
You're dumb.
And you got a lot of that in head game.
Hey!
Oh, man.
Right from the beginning, Charlene acts as if she's innocent and pretends she doesn't know anything about the accusations.
We're notified of a possible improper relationship between you and Jacob.
Yeah, you're cooked. You're cooked. You know you're cooked right there and there.
We're here for that. I just kind of want to talk to you about it, get your side of that story.
I don't know anything about it. I mean,
Okay. Have you talked to him on any jail phone calls or anything like that?
Yeah.
no.
What?
Not at all.
What?
Charlene is confident that her plan will succeed, but the detectives actually have a lot more evidence than what they have disclosed.
Worst criminals ever. Even when the police be criminals, they're still bad at being criminals. Why is nobody good at being a criminal?
The fact that he's asking you this,
Don't you think he might know?
obviously.
And especially considering you know what you did.
Right.
Even if you want to pretend to him like you don't know what that is, you know you made jail calls to this nigga.
Right.
And you know you was talking greasy to him on the jail calls.
That's the best that they can do is deny it. Because they know...
Say no. But what you mean no? He about to play it for you right now. That's not you on the phone?
Like my husband said, terrible criminals.
Bad, bro. You're a corrections officer. You know they record those calls. How the fuck are you calling an inmate and talking greasy? And then they ask you if yo, get out of here, son.
And where would you think that, like, this allegation would come from if there's,
Right.
like, if there's nothing to it?
Right.
Well,
Well, what? Oh,
I
God.
had a feeling this was coming. So
Why?
there was an inmate named Coker.
Just say
Justin
nothing.
Coker,
Just say nothing, bro.
and he got out of here for I don't know what period of time, and he tried to contact me on Facebook.
How you find you?
And he sent me a message, and I blocked him on Facebook.
Mhm.
And I guess one time
You didn't
Parker
block
was
him?
going back to use the bathroom, and he was talking like at the window with me.
Mhm.
And I guess Coker like didn't like that, which I had no contact with him or anything. And Parker had told me that he had gone up to him and was like, "Don't talk to her," or something crazy like that.
So, I'm just not trying to be rude here. I'm just,
Okay.
why would you expect this conversation to come up like now if that happened a few months ago?
Charlene says she only met Jason once outside the jail bathroom, and that it's a jealous inmate who started the rumor. However, the detective is about to reveal evidence that immediately proves Charlene is hiding something.
I don't know exactly how it started, like who it started from.
It don't
But
matter
I
who it
was
started
told
from.
that it was brought to somebody's attention, and then we looked at jail calls, and there's jail calls between you and Parker, and all that stuff's recorded. So I don't think you're being
Dumb.
completely truthful. I kind of know that you're not, and I'm not trying to be rude when I say that.
Yeah, no.
I'm just kind of trying to lay it out on the table for you. So can you kind of tell me what's going on?
We got the calls!
I guess a few years ago, we talked, and then I ended up here, and then he ended up here. I didn't know he was here. I didn't, it wasn't anything like that.
It's still like that. Because he's
It turns out Charlene and Jason knew each other before prison and had a relationship before they both ended up
that
here.
doesn't matter.
This led to them teasing each other while here, but Charlene says it didn't go any further than that. Or at least, that's what she says. However, in reality, the police have recorded phone calls from inside the prison that reveal a completely different story.
So what about some of these phone conversations?
No, not here or the phone. I thought
No,
you
I
were
just
doing
mean
the phone.
conversation.
Why does no one cover their tracks for shit like this? I don't get it.
Like that's
Like, even if it's still bad, but it's outside the rules of the jail. It seems less bad if you knew him before,
Yeah.
right? It's not like you're just picking up random inmates, because that's insane. But you knew him before, okay? You happen to see him here, great. But like, you have to know that you cannot talk about this shit on the phone, even if you did it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't recount the situation on the phone, right? What Frank Lucas say? Never on the phone. Since the 1960s, never on the phone. You think in 2020, whatever, you gonna do this shit? You've lost your mind. They record everything, bro. Everything is a recording device, bro. The fuck?
sexual.
Well, I'm not saying having phone sex, talking about sexual acts. From what I'm listening to on the calls, I take it as that you've given him oral sex at some point, is what
No.
I gathered from these calls.
No,
No.
that was like in the world, but we never dated. We just.
Okay. What kind of conversations have you had with him since you started working here and he's been in the jail?
This is terrible.
Uh,
You're in trouble either way.
Mm-hmm.
talking about what would happen after he got out.
Mm-hmm.
Just say nothing.
And then the jail call recordings. Have you been talking to him like while you're at home? Like he
Yeah.
calls you from the jail while you're at home, or?
Only 15 minutes into this questioning, Charlene's initial story seems less
Already
and less
changed.
truthful.
Yeah.
She's been caught in several lies, confessed to having a past sexual relationship with Jason, and regularly calls him from her own home. This is unusual conduct for a prison officer.
Yeah.
And it's evident that there might be something more going on.
Which is illegal.
However, the detective has more questions related to additional physical evidence.
I haven't
What?
listened to this, but apparently there may be some talk in the calls about like photographs. Have you given him any photographs?
I gave him a photograph of his mom, which she had asked for, and of his dog, Jax.
Okay. Have you given him any photographs of you?
You sure?
No, because
But
One
you
of the
think that
things we're
they
going to
got
be
the
doing is
proof?
like looking at cameras and stuff too.
You're
Has there been
screwed.
any times where y'all were alone? Or you go out of camera view or anything like that? Anything that's going to look suspicious that way?
I don't think so.
If they're
We should
asking
keep in
us,
mind
they
that Charlene
had
has
it.
been employed at this prison for quite some time, so she knows all the details about security guard blind spots and patrol officer schedules.
Maybe.
With this knowledge, you'd assume it would be simple to keep a relationship with an inmate hidden. However, it appears that she overlooked a few crucial details.
It would be simple to keep it hidden if you're not retarded. If you're retarded, you can't keep anything secret. Bro, the fact that she is having calls back and forth and discussing the situation on the jail phone with this man lets me know that you're fucking retarded. You're stupid. Cause what you talking about? Oh, she's sophisticated. She know where all the cameras are, and she knew the phone calls were recorded too, and she still used the phone. The fuck you talking about?
One
Stupid.
that all phone calls made from the prison are recorded. Thanks to the detectives, she's about to be reminded of this fact in a very...
Everyone knows that.
She knows that. She knows that.
Even people cooked. Even people who don't work at the jail know that. Tory Lane's dumbass should have known that. Hey, babe.
What, babe?
Killed.
One of blackjack game.
Killed. And she gotta sit there and listen to it. Oh.
Yay.
I just want $30.
He will
I
talk
got a lot
about
of
jail.
stuff to clean and get rid of before you come home. I'm just kissing you. I'm just trying to make you think I have all.
What is happening?
Yeah, I bet you do.
What?
What?
What? What do you mean?
I don't know. You probably got this weird sex swing hanging from the ceiling. Candace probably thinks it's a swing set.
Oh, if I had that sex with you, you better believe I'd leave that sister up for you.
Would you really?
Hell yeah.
You let me put you in it?
What's going on here?
With a gag bar and everything?
Pathetic.
This is
Pathetic.
an
Hearing
inmate.
your own voice can be uncomfortable for some, but listening to your own sexual phone calls in silence with two detectives in the room, realizing you've been caught
Awkward.
red-handed, must be worse than any prison sentence there is. So far,
He said worse than any prison sentence there is. She gotta sit there and listen to the whole call. They're gonna rewind it. Was this you? Is this you? Oh my god.
no proof from the language used that the two have actually had any sexual acts. However,
Right.
that changes quickly as Jason starts directly incriminating Charlene during the call.
I just want you to look at me sometimes and be like, damn, my woman's fine.
Fine is wine. And you got a lot of that in head game. Oh, man.
It
Kill
wasn't my
me.
best moment. I was just trying to get it done.
You in bed?
Don't even get me thinking about that because it makes me so horny. Like just going back and thinking about that.
Cooked.
Oh,
Going
yeah.
back.
You felt me. I was like
Cooked.
through my clothes.
When did he do that? Jail.
Very horny, very easy.
In the jail.
I always want to have that.
Yeah, go to jail. Go to jail.
Not good.
You're getting charged with
I
crimes
feel
for
like I
this.
just like look at someone. I'm like, oh my god, I'm fucking horny.
Because this is so illegal. That y'all have to understand this. This is so illegal. It's like, oh, everything's everybody's consenting, right? It's fine. No, nigga. You can't consent if you in custody, bro.
Yep.
It doesn't matter that you're an adult and that you won't press charges. No. You cannot consent when you are in custody and the person is the officer or the person involved in keeping you in custody. It's abuse of a ward.
Mm-hmm.
There's no mens rea either. It's strict liability like statutory rape. So if you do it and y'all are in these categories, officer, ward, adult, minor, you do it, you're cooked.
Yeah.
You're cooked.
It's like, I only get horny for you.
You can't see how that sounds. Like a more recent thing than.
Ooh wee.
No?
It's
Look,
quite
she's
bold of
smiling.
her to deny everything after hearing that phone call.
Should have
She's
never
smiling.
talked.
But to her credit,
She's smirking.
she's not giving up easily. The detectives ask her if she believes Jason would protect her, but she stays firm in her story that
Get a
everything
lawyer.
occurred outside of prison.
Get a lawyer.
Technically, her story could still be true based on this phone call, but it's strange for them to
I wouldn't
remember
say
events
so.
from over 3 years ago in such detail,
Right.
especially since she had trouble recalling any details about the relationship earlier.
You talk about how profound this was. Like,
I think we'll use this in court against her. This whole recording.
You like don't remember anything about it. It's like telling me something, but you're having trouble coming up with details about it. You know what I mean? Like if it's that
I
profound.
mean, I gave him a blowjob. How do you describe a blowjob? I mean, is that
Well, I'm not
the
want to know like about the blowjob. I'm just so if this is a
He just said
factual thing that happened 3 years ago, I feel like you would kind of remember some stuff about it. Like I
Yeah,
feel
I mean, like we said in the car,
like when I asked you who was there.
The problem is they could question him.
Or whatever. And then when I asked, like, well, you said it was like a bunch of friends.
See, you didn't know this was coming, and so you can't set this up. But if he's got your back, he should say, we never did anything.
Right.
If they can't prove you did anything, and the calls don't directly say you did something,
Right.
they just allude to whatever. It's like, try to duck the charge. Have the nigga say, we never did nothing in the jail. The last time was whenever. That's what I remember. Problem is that y'all never got y'all story straight, so he doesn't know what to say and what not to say.
Yeah.
That being said, he's also the victim. He won't be charged with a crime.
But him recollecting her blowjob isn't something that happened 3 years ago.
No.
He wouldn't remember. He'd be wanting to tap.
But like you can
But
remember
that's
one
about
little
it.
thing,
Yeah,
but
like,
you think about it for 30 seconds. So
Yeah.
that's not making sense.
Right.
You seem to have blanks in your memory when we get to certain details,
Mm-hmm.
but you remember being groped in the blowjob 3 years ago. I
Right.
find that hard to believe.
Thank you.
This is your one chance to be honest with us.
Don't do
Once
that.
we get up and walk out and we're done, we're done.
Don't.
And honesty is the only thing that's going to help you with us.
No, it's not. No, it's
My
not.
advice to you right now is to be honest with us. Have y'all had any inappropriate
You're going to
contact
get
with your
fired
girl?
and you're going to get arrested. Do not say anything. They already have enough to charge you with this crime, probably.
Right.
Whether you could be convicted is something else. But you're definitely going on leave. You're definitely in trouble. Like, don't say anything. It's already too late. There's already too much evidence. Don't say anything. Get your lawyer and just hope this motherfucker is smart enough to, when the police come ask him questions, refuse to answer questions.
Yeah.
Blowjobs, vaginal, anal sex, anything, hand jobs. Yes, I am being vulgar to get a point across.
yeah, no, it's not. None of that.
The detectives are pointing out that things don't make sense,
Right.
but she's still sticking to her story. Or at least she was, until suddenly she said this.
Then what is it?
I'm giving him a blowjob with that part.
No!
That part of decoy? How long ago was that?
You're going to jail.
Uh,
All right, well, just jail him.
The secret is out, and Charlene has admitted to it. But this situation is more complicated than it seems. In cases involving relationships between prison officers and inmates, the main question is about consent. Since Jason and Charlene knew each other before being in prison, it's reasonable to assume that both parties consented to their interaction. However, in these cases,
doesn't matter.
consent doesn't really matter. According to a 2005 federal report,
Yeah.
all sexual relations and contact between prison staff and inmates are prohibited by law.
Yeah.
Even if the interaction would have been consensual outside of prison, it's still considered abuse within the prison system.
Yep.
This is because of the widespread inmate abuse observed in prisons. In 1996, it was estimated that between 12 and 14% of all prison inmates had been sexually assaulted, and the officers responsible were rarely punished. To prevent this, a zero-tolerance policy was introduced to prevent abuse towards inmates, a policy that Charlene appears to have completely ignored.
And it's not like she doesn't know
I
that.
feel like I know the answer. I'm losing my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You
are.
knew that.
That's not really up to me. Internal Affairs is aware.
You're fired.
Investigation is separate from.
You're so fired, bro.
It's two totally different.
You knew that. You knew that.
You get charged with a crime for what you did at work.
So it's illegal to have sexual contact.
She
with an
knew
inmate
that.
as an employee. So I said the ball kind of be in their court, but I'll let you know as soon as I hear something.
I mean, would I go to jail?
Maybe.
That's up to the DA's office.
As it turns out, Charlene would lose her job, and the only time she'd ever be allowed back in jail would be for the 100 days she'd have to serve after being found guilty of having sexual activity with a person in custody.
Yep. Yep. Like I told you, you're lucky it's 100 days they gave you. You could have got more time than that.
I honestly don't think that women should be correctional officers.
In male prisons.
Yeah, no. Because
If you can't carry a gun, you can't really overpower anybody. Like, you got a taser, I guess, but I'm not gonna lie. They said 2 female officers for you, and you're a big guy, and you could probably beat them up before they even get to the taser. They use the baton, and that doesn't work. It's like, come on.
But it's not only that, it's because of the simple fact that there's an influx of women who love quote-unquote bad boys. Allowing them to be in a facility where they can do those things, they're going to be abusive of their power because
But
it's something
you could argue there'd be the same thing for men being prison guards in
Yes.
female prisons, and they
Yes.
still have those.
Yeah, that's true.
So it works. It goes both ways.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. For this specifically, I don't think it should be women with women and men with men.
If you have enough personnel for that, sure.
Yeah.
Right, but there aren't that many female prison guards. So,
True.
and the female jail is still a jail. So you still need prison guards. So I get it, but the fact that she was so shocked. Wait, can I go to jail? He's like, that's up to the DA's office.
She knew
She's
that.
like,
She knew that. That's the reason why she asked.
how are you so ignorant about? I feel like I'm losing my job. Yeah. What are you
thought You could
doing?
get away with it. You thought it was risque, cute, and everything else. Nobody would find out.
You should have just
But
kept
you knew.
lying. You should have just kept lying.
She knew.
She should have just kept lying, bro, and called a lawyer and said she admitted everything. You're fucking cooked. But I guess on pleading guilty, they only gave her 100 days. Maybe they could have gave her more time. So maybe that's why. But hey, listen, rat behavior, son. She really thought she was gonna get away with it.
I don't agree with this.
Oh my god. Clearly, the justice system don't agree either. They put her ass in cuffs.
Yeah, and it happens a little too often.
Yeah.